want a bat like that. So don't stop it. When did it start?
When I click record.
Oh, okay. Hi, Uriel.
Hello.
Okay, I'm assuming that everybody can hear you and the sound is going to be fine. This is a Skype interview with my friend Boleen, who's in, I'm going to say, are you in Maryland? Where are you?
Delaware.
You're in Delaware. Fucking Delaware. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Alzheimer's and Baking with Scott. This is my podcast, and I know Boleen as Uriel from Twitter. That's where we met, I would say a few years ago now.
Yeah.
And on Twitter, that's what his name is Uriel. So, reason for the call is that you have Lou Gehrig's, and I wanted to know where you are in that stage, because I know you do advocacy. I know you leave your home. Are you still doing that right now? Leaving your home to go do advocacy?
I haven't done much advocacy since June. We went to D.C. to speak with senators and Congress to raise money and get a bill attached to the National Defense Authorization Act to remove a 5-month waiting period for people with Lou Gehrig's disease, disability, and approval for things like wheelchairs.
Can you show me the wheelchair that you have that's tricked out right now?
Yeah.
There you go.
Here we go.
Look at that. That is amazing. Wow.
Wheels. Yeah, buddy.
What number wheelchair is this for you?
This is my second wheelchair.
Your second wheelchair. And
yes.
Does it live upstairs, or do you get out of it and then when you are upstairs in your house you have another wheelchair?
I have an elevator.
Oh, now you just put the wheelchair up in an elevator and the elevator takes both.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you're...
I can drive right in the elevator and go up a floor.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
How long have you had or were aware of having Lou Gehrig's disease?
It first started to manifest as a small limp in my right foot about 3 years ago in April of 2016.
Wow. So it's really close to when I met you, because we, Boleen, Uriel and I have created 16 songs together in that, like, I would write lyrics and I would put my vocals over a music bed that he would provide me, that you would provide me, and you did the drums, you did the bass, you did on a lot of them, you did the, what do you call it, keyboards, you did arranging, and it was all your patterns, your music beds, and your songs that I would just add lyrics and my vocals to. So when were you playing bass or were you playing drums one day and something didn't work or go right?
Yeah, actually, I really had, in the beginning, difficulty getting rhythm in my right foot playing drums. My right foot was the first to go with my rhythm, and my hands then went after that, the rhythm. I couldn't do a rhythm with my right hand.
Right.
And it was subtle at first, minor, barely noticeable. But now it's progressed to where I sound like Arnie from What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Kill me. Okay. Tell me, and everybody else who's curious. Uh, what changed you from who you were to who you are now? Was it the fact that you have Lou Gehrig's disease, or would you have had the same? Would you have? Because I know you're a spiritual person. You're a Christian, aren't you?
Yeah, very much so. Yes.
But you weren't always. I mean, you're a
No, and
punk rocker, bassist.
that is right. I was a
You've got a
sinner.
history with. Tell me about your history and when the change happened.
Um, that's interesting. Um, I was a criminal in my 20s, and I got arrested and faced 28 years in prison.
Got it.
And about then is when I realized that I was on a disastrous path in life and needed to find something more. So I searched far and wide and came upon Jesus. And that changed my life.
So before Lou Gehrig's, Jesus.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, oh, absolutely.
well,
Luke,
how come you never did you ever get mad at your Jesus, your God for I mean, here you are showing up and then suddenly you have the don't you think this is early onset Lou Gehrig's? Isn't this
oh,
early?
definitely.
Aren't
Definitely.
are you rare? What are the statistics do you even know?
Um, Usually it strikes in the 40s to 60s.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
But you seem younger
Yeah.
than that. You seem young.
Oh, absolutely. I was 36 when it started.
Okay. And I used to know when I worked for America Online back when it was Quantum Computer Services, and
Mm.
we had three different services. We had Q-Link for the Commodore 64 people, we had PC Link for the IBM compatibles, and we had Apple Link for the Apple snobs. And when it was just like that little cube thing, do you remember when Apple was the little tiny cube, or you're that young? Anyway,
Um,
we had these rooms, and one of the rooms there was this woman in it, Judy Repass, and she was heading a room about Alzheimer's. No, about I'm sorry, about Lou Gehrig's disease. And I noticed then that that's when online services would be a good thing for people who were housebound. I wasn't even thinking that all of us would one day be using the fucking internet or computers. Or I mean, I had no
yeah.
idea. I mean, we weren't even letting the three services talk to each other because they were, the Commodore 64 computer people would be slower in replying to an email or a text. I mean, to in real time. Anyway, she ran this group, and I think it was on Q-Link. And then we gave her this lifetime subscription or whatever it is to America Online, so she could continue that work. Here's my question to you: she seemed to me to have Lou Gehrig's and a 24-hour nurse when I met her. Like, we got her a Passy Muir valve to speak through her trach, and she ended up hating it. She ended up not liking it and not using it after all. She was fine with her nurses doing the typing for her. My question to you is: it seemed like I could be wrong, but I could swear she had it 15 to 16 years. What you have seems different.
Yes.
It seems. Tell me why it's different, or do you know?
The average is 2 to 5 years, 2.5 to 5 years is the life expectancy after a diagnosis. Now, you occasionally get people like that, and like Stephen Hawking, who lived 50 years with it. But that is very unusual. And my case is I was diagnosed Christmas of 2017. So I probably got maybe 2 years going left. Um, that's been a quick progression. I'm already seeing damage to my lungs. I have one lung stronger than the other. So it's different for different people. I've known of people dying within 5 months.
If everyone in your family around you, to include people like myself who are friends, but we're friends via the internet and kind of this odd reality, our friendship,
Mm,
yours and mine, and I'm and always have been since you started not being able to play the instruments and we had to stop writing music. I'm very angry about that. Not at you, but at I would say your deity or the Jesus, or because you said your faith didn't alter at all when that happened to you. You had Jesus happened to you before. Christianity happened
yeah.
to you before this happened, and
Yeah.
you're not you did not get pissed off. You did not.
No.
It did not shake you.
No.
Talk to me about
I've
that, please.
dealt with adversity in my life, and the way I figure it, I'm merely going through a doorway to a new life, and I'm gonna miss those who are not coming with me so deeply, and that makes me sadder than anything.
Is that you could miss
Really.
people. You could potentially miss
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
but you do get taken
That's
care of.
oh yeah.
Your
I have
your what am I trying to say? Your not spirituality, your salvation is
yeah,
taken
I
care of.
would. Yeah. So I'm not worried. This is just a hurdle. And honestly, it's not too bad. I'm not in a lot of pain. It's not like cancer where there's a breakthrough pain. I'm taken care of. I have aides that come and family and friends. It's been a parade of people.
I
It's
know.
been great, actually.
I've been watching the parade. The pictures are pretty great. I have to say that. I have to say that.
I wish there was one of us, bro.
I know. I know. I know. I'm glued, rooted to Chicago. It's hard to leave.
Yeah,
You have multiple gigs like
yeah.
me. I know.
That is an awesome cup. That is huge.
It is huge. I do it to make me look smaller. No, I'm kidding. It's huge. Cheers to you.
Oh,
Thank you for the
yes.
education. I know that you've done multiple passes at advanced technologies, studies, I mean. How do you
Oh,
put yourself in front of them for people who do have Lou Gehrig's? How do they put themselves in front of these studies? Their doctors just sign them up?
um, were asked if we would succumb to testing. And for me, I wanted to do all that I could to further research. So I gave blood and
I mean,
spinal
I've been watching.
fluid,
Right, right. Yeah, spinal fucking
all
fluid.
kinds of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So, have you lost feeling in your body? Is that what the chair is
No.
about? No. You have feeling.
No, I feel completely normal. I can't move well. The nerves that go to my muscles are dying, which isn't itself painful or uncomfortable. I just feel weak.
So it takes energy, and you have to spit up, and it takes energy.
Oh man, I feel like I'm being waterboarded in saliva. I have to take a sublingual pill to dry my salivary glands.
Is there something you could also put in that would act as a vacuum, or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
I actually have one over there.
Oh,
It
nice.
should. I not be able to expel fluid on my own.
Right.
No.
Got it. Who cut your hair?
Oh, that would be my friend Debbie.
Debbie. Does Debbie get a shout out? Does she work somewhere, or does she just know how to cut hair?
Oh, Debbie, she comes to my house. She has a place where she works, but it's hard to get from my chair into the chair.
Right.
So they come here. She's friends with me and my parents. So it's nice having them over too.
Yeah, that is nice. What's the name of the shop if we should plug it?
Oh,
In Delaware. Oh fuck, I don't know.
I forget. I do.
Well, you said her name. That was nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, it looks good. Let me just say that. Every time you turn around and
Thanks.
look around, I've been looking at it. Oh, that haircut's cool. Do you have any questions for me? Because I think I've just, done I've asked you a lot of questions. And I can't think of any more.
How's the cognac going?
Slow. It's, getting on the sea, and then from the sea it has to get to me. It has to get to like LA or New York, and then there's a forwarder, and then that shit has to get all the way. All 1,000 pans have to get to Chicago, and then once it gets to Chicago, it has to be put on a truck and brought to me, and then I have to put it on another truck and put it in storage because it's going to be too much for the middle of the street or my sidewalk, let alone my apartment. So that's
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna have an e-commerce business, and I'm gonna mail out pans, and then hopefully move into a physical space and have like a cafe that serves them and shows people how to use these pans. That's the idea.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pulling for you, bro.
Thanks.
You deserve it, man.
Thank you.
You're aces.
You're the best. Well, I can't thank you enough for the interview. And then the songs, of course. And if anybody cares or wants to know what those songs are, they're on the same YouTube page that these videos live on from the iHeartRadio podcast. And it's all connected at ChicagoCognacCompany.com. Is there anything that you want to publicize at all that has anything to do with anything that you care about?
Yes.
All right, do it.
I do. I don't like to do this often, but if anyone listening has even $20 to spare, the ALS Association is the best charity in the world. Give to them, they help people.
Right. ALS Association, the best charity in the world.
Greater Philadelphia chapter.
Greater Philadelphia chapter. Thank you so much, Uriel. You're aces. You're the best. And I can't wait to see you again wherever that is. I hope I'm allowed wherever you are. Will you put a good word in?
Oh, I will. I'll bring you up to see so you can see for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, brother.
All right. Hang up on me.
Yeah.
We'll end it that way.
I can't break it.